Hi you guys, one of the great things about these days in the technology world is simplicity that has made investing. One of the most popular apps out there is Robinhood. It's the millennial favorite. It's a way to buy and sell stocks on your mobile phone, because let's face it, we all have one of these, right? It's simple, but here's something a lot of people haven't taken into consideration: the tax bill. Here's what I'm talking about. Now, if you buy a stock, as long as you hold it, it's all good. But as soon as you turn around and sell it, you're going to pay capital gains on that stock on however much money you made. Basically, if you hold the stock for less than 1 year and 1 day, you're going to pay short-term capital gains on it. That is whatever your taxable rate is. So 12%, 22, 24, all the way up to 37% if you're in the top tax bracket. Here's a lot of things people haven't thought about. They buy a stock. Let's say they buy Starbucks, and it goes and they make a bunch of money on it. It goes up $10 a share and they're excited, so they sell it. And they had 10 shares, so they made $100. But they're in the 22% tax bracket. Guess what? $22 out of the 100 they made is going to Uncle Sam. Now, I'm not bashing on Robinhood. I think it's a good app. A lot of, as I said, it's a millennial favorite. Makes it easy. You can buy stocks, you can buy ETFs, you can buy cryptocurrency. Heck, you can even do options trading if you want. I don't even understand that, and I consider myself a pretty good investor. But let's say you have a company that you like. It's easy to buy the stock on the app. Just push the buttons, off you go. You're a proud shareholder of that company. Simple. But as I said, the taxes. Now, here's the thing. You buy and sell these stocks throughout the year. You don't think about it. Then the end of the year comes, end of January comes, and you get a 1099 from Robinhood that says you have, let's say, $50, $100, $200 in capital gains you didn't even think about. You're gonna have to pay taxes on that money that year. You don't get to put it off. Suffice to say, if you invest in these apps, you need to be conscientious of the taxes that are involved, because they will come at the end of the year, for sure. So, what to do? Do what I do. Buy the stock and hold it. If you do decide that you want to sell it, wait till after a year and 1 day. Wait till 366 days, you guys, because then you're subject to long-term capital gains rates, which, depending on how much you make, could be 0%, 15%, and if you're in the top two tax brackets, it's only 20%. So that's way better than paying 22% or 37%. So what kind of stocks can you buy there? You can buy any company you want. The nice thing about Robinhood is it's free. There's no commissions, no fees for buying and selling. My biggest drawback for Robinhood overall is there is no retirement accounts. Only taxable accounts, you guys. And as I've said in the past, always max out sheltered accounts before you do taxable investing. If you have a Roth IRA, that's my favorite. If you have a workplace plan, a 401k, a 457, 403b, all of these plans, especially if you get an employer match, you got to get the match. Once you get that, put your money into your Roth IRA. Once you fill those two buckets, then think about doing the Robinhood app. Now, if you want to buy a couple of stocks, I understand that. But just remember, the most important thing to think about in investing in these apps is taxes. They're not going to tell you up front about the tax problems. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to think about it. They want you to buy and sell because it gives them advertising rights. So think about the taxes. That is all. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Firefighters Financial Toolbox. Bye.